I know that statistic, please. I've been watching movies ever since I can remember, but I can't remember the first movie I ever watched. But I can remember the first R-rated movie I ever watched. I was in second grade, and I was scrolling through the channels when I came across a movie called A Nightmare on Elm Street. And I thought to myself, this sounds like a pretty good movie. I might enjoy it. And I started watching it, and boy was I wrong. That movie scared me straight. That movie, it was hard time. I had a hard time sleeping for the next few weeks. Eventually that phase passed when I figured out that most things in movies were fake. Movies have taught me many valuable lessons, life lessons, and have made me somewhat of the person I am today. Forrest Gump once said, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Quotes like this have taught me that life is random. Even after you open up the box of chocolates, you still don't know what's inside the chocolates. Some are going to be good, some are going to be bad. It's like saying you have good days and you have bad days. You'll never know what the next day will bring, so live each day like it's your last. I've taken this quote to heart because it's like Ferris Bueller once said, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around every once in a while, you'll miss it. So I try to live every day to its fullest. That is when I'm not in school or watching movies. So I'm assuming some of you right now are wondering, what is my favorite movie? Well, that's a good question that I don't have an answer to. See, because if you're a big moviegoer like I am, you don't have a favorite movie. That is one of the hardest questions for moviegoers to answer. That is because there are too many great movies out there to pick a favorite from. If I try to answer that question, I'll think of a great movie that could be my favorite movie, but then I'll think of another movie that is either better or just as good as the one that I originally thought of. Plus, it's hard to compare great movies if they are different or in different genres. Like, I can't compare how good a horror movie is to how good a romantic comedy is, because they are too diverse from each other. Though this doesn't actually mean, or this all doesn't mean that I can't have a favorite director or actor. Sure, there are a lot of great ones out there like movies, but that doesn't stop me from picking favorite people. I would have to say my favorite director is Quentin Tarantino because he has created some of the most influential films of all time, like Pulp Fiction and Reservoir Dogs. What I also like about his films is that he includes smart dialogue and they contain gritty material that most directors wouldn't put in their films. Next, I would say that my favorite actor would either be Samuel L. Jackson or Leonardo DiCaprio, because they both are amazing at what they do, and they're in some of my many favorite movies like Django Unchained, Pulp Fiction, and The Wolf of Wall Street. And finally, my favorite actress would probably be Emily Blunt because she is also great at what she does, and just like Leonardo DiCaprio and Samuel L. Jackson, and she is also in some of my favorite movies like Sicario and Looper.